Yeah, everybody, I think I've said hi and took a photo and shake a hand and did a signature of everybody, but I will obviously not remember everybody's name. But I must say thanks to Prof. Avi, um, Prof. Bismarck, Bert, Chairman, en dan Bertus, wat ek weet, a lot of things you guys had to do on the run to make this possible. I think in the beginning I was afraid I was scared to accept this, not because I'm Windgaard, because I was really scared about how it works, what it means, how do you handle these kind of things, and but then when I got here last night, or when we flew in, and we had a chat on the plane, and all the different people that I spoke to, even the way the whole process worked today, I was just nervous. I'm not nervous in front of 80,000 people when we play a test match. I'm nervous, but this is definitely not my comfort zone. The academic world, and where you people do this wonderful work. All of my family members are almost teachers, so I'm probably the only one that went into a sport direction. But I've never been to a graduation before, so just being there was intimidating. And then seeing what the other students or people doing to get their degrees is just so wonderful to know that we have to accept that people are good in. And sometimes you just have to shut your mouth and somebody else knows something and you don't know what they are talking about. You keep quiet. And I want to say what you gave for me today is something that is emotional a bit. I don't think the choir helped making it less emotional and personal, and I take it as a hell of a responsibility. And I think I understand it now. Yeah, and especially when the four came and sang the prayer, it certainly takes you back to things. I don't know. I thought just of a lot of other things in my life while that happened. Not to be really deep about that. So I want to say thank you. In short, that's the first thing. Thank you. Second thing is I'm definitely feel part of Northwest University now, without a doubt. The people, what they've done just the last couple of days, and the way the presence and where the game drive, and we're meeting all the captains of the schools, and on the 13As and the first teams of the schools there, and the way it was organized. It's definitely people that's my kind of people, that it's not snobbish and up there. And of course I've been in towns where there's people with lots of big degrees and stuff, and it's definitely a bit snobbish around them. And here I definitely don't find that. And then I want to maybe just send, because I definitely don't write speeches, and you'll know, Sia also know I've never wrote down anything on a piece of paper. When I want to say something to them, I always try to say what's on the moment on my heart. And if I can say with the people that's sitting here on my left, obviously I could have brought my mom, but she's a bit old. She's 83. She can't that few hip replacements, but she WhatsApped me now. She watched it on live stream, and in the old age home, and everybody watched it. And then, yeah, the message that she sent me is quite emotional. But the people here on the left-hand side, I would say, what Sia said is we've been a long road that we've been together. And I think if you don't have some players trusting you, then you also will definitely fail as a coach. So thanks for that, Sia. I would say Algard was my first captain that I've ever played under. And he allowed me as a player, he's 10 years older than me, but he allowed me as a youngster to try things and do things, and even if it doesn't work, he made it off with a little joke, and let's go again, Rassie. He used to 5 o'clock in the mornings. I stayed in a bachelor flat there in Bloemfontein, and he used to 5 o'clock. He used to throw a little stone there against my window, and then he wouldn't go away until we go for a run. And by that time, I think he was already 32 or 33, and I was 22 or 23, just coming out of the army. And certainly he was also the first guy that coached with me when we won a Currie Cup. And again, giving you that confidence to try things. That's where me and him did the lights for the first time. He never said no. He said, yeah, let's go. Let's have a go. We had a bomb squad there. Nobody even knew about it, but we had 5 props rotating. Algar said, let's go. So you need people to back you. And if things doesn't work, don't say, I told you you shouldn't. You have to give them the opportunity to speak their mind. And then we all buy in, and then we cover each other's backs. Then Ingrid is head of our HR department. I tell you what she has done. I think the biggest thing, what I do or try to do in coaching, just not because I'm so qualified or I'm definitely not any sielkundige werk or those things. I'm not qualified, but I've seen a lot of things happen when people get embarrassed and when people don't feel safe. And that's normally when teams fall apart and they just don't function well. And I think the trick is, or a big secret of successful, sporting teams, in my opinion, rugby specifically, because you really go to battle, you really go to war where it's people running into each other that can basically kill you if you don't have the right technique and you don't train well, and you have to tackle a 140-kilogram guy and you weigh like Cheslin Colby, 80 kilograms. So you really have to trust and you have to feel safe. On the field, I can't make you feel safe, but in your working environment, what we're trying to do is, I've always tried to do is, the player must feel safe there, the management member must feel safe. Not slapgat, not listen, yeah, I can bugger up and I can do what I want to, but I can feel safe to express myself, safe to be myself, safe to not be judged to how my character is. But there's no place for complacency and cutting shortcuts. And why I said that while Ingrid is here, being in the HR department and wanting to get people appointed and obviously PMPs and KPIs and those kind of things. Ingrid drives obviously a lot of that, and also when we want to put coaches in place, it eventually goes through Ingrid, and there's a whole process. But again, another person who helps you feel safe at SA Rugby, because normally coaches are worried, they start dancing to the media's pipes or to politicians' pipes or just to keep their job. But if you feel safe, you can express yourself, and Ingrid is certainly somebody who does that from her department and allows us to sometimes, I won't say against policy, but sometimes trust what we will do and want to do. And then when we come out on the other side, successful or non-successful, she never points fingers. So again, thanks for her being here. And then Frikkie, Mark Alexander is already gone now. I think he took a flight. He's obviously the president of SA Rugby. For him to was one of the people who was involved when I got back from Ireland. Again, obviously Frikkie played a big role. My dad passed away when I was 18 in the military, but then I met Frikkie when I think I was 23. And Frikkie was, I think, as old as I am now. And we just clicked, and he's a lawyer. I've never had an agent in my life. He never takes a cent for anything. He always helps and advises with everything. And he just makes sure contractually I don't get myself into trouble. But I've never had an agent, and Frikkie's guided me on and off the field, personal things. Those are the people that are here for me. I'm not missing somebody else. I did talk about you, Elas. And then what I experienced here the last day and a half is people that make you feel safe. I mean, shame, the people who I've probably asked them 10 times, I don't want to bugger this up on the stage. Explain to me exactly where I must stand, where I must sit, where I must kneel, and how I must do that. I think they got frustrated with me. And then when we sat on the stage, the last time I asked Prof. Avi, can we just quickly run through it again? And he did it again. And I want to say well done to everybody. Obviously, there was a lot of people involved in getting me to wear that and to put that on today. I mean, there must have been very special meetings where people was against it, I'm pretty sure. So again, It makes you feel safe. It makes you feel people trust you. And I promise I will not be slapgat. I promise I will try to deliver. And I appreciate it. And bye-bye, dankie. Thank you.